climbing out under power, heading northwest out of Bermuda Dunes. I'm about 6-7 miles north. And I'm going to get under these clouds and go up, and I think I'll head west. It really looks best off that way. I was thinking of going kind of northeast today, but I don't see any clouds out that way, so at least not yet, so we'll see. I'm still climbing out. I've bumped a little bit of lift on the way. I just turned the cam on because I think that Joshua Tree is so interesting looking. It's one of the places I give my my scenic glider rides out over this. Clouds are a little farther south than they usually are. Usually got to go quite a ways out through Joshua Tree to get to them. And then there's a good cloud streak going off to the west, so I'll go that way and see how things go from there. Okay, I shut down at 7,500 feet, and I just been kind of thinking around. Finally got, seems like a fairly decent climb here. So we'll climb up, and then we're going to head west down this beautiful cloud street and see where that takes us. So I haven't plugged my business, but I'm actually running a scenic glider ride operation out of Bermuda Dunes, and I give rides primarily to tourists that come to Palm Springs, but also to anybody that's interested in going, and I get a little bit of interest from regular glider pilots that just want to see what this is all about. So, oh, there we go. Anyway, anybody that's interested can go to my YouTube channel, which is Palms to Pines Gliding. That's on YouTube, Palms to Pines Gliding. And then also my website, which is palmstopinesgliding.com. And you can contact me, my phone number and all that's there. So anybody that's coming out to Palm Springs and that's interested in going flying, call me up. Actually, my website, you can, it has a booking feature. You can select a ride and then select a date, select a time, and actually use your credit card to pay for it. You know, it's like booking an airline ticket almost. My buddy Mike, he calls me Ximango Air. Anyhow, check it out if you're interested. Okay, well, I finally got a good climb here. About to go through 10.5. So I can see clouds out over in the direction of Crystalaire and out the mountain range that way. So I thought I'd maybe try and head out that way. I crossed over the Yucca Valley. I'm now west of it a ways. I guess about 10 miles. West and a little north, and I ran into a reasonable climb here, so I'm taking it. Oh, this is as high as I've been, 10.9. It looks like cloud base is somewhere between, maybe up around 11.5, 11.6, something like that. So there's kind of a nice view. Got a Big Bear Airport and town and Big Bear Lake out there to the west. Some nice cues out ahead of us. I just I left that one thermal and went west a couple miles, and the bases were higher. But now I'm running out to these big fat ones here. And it looks like I may be able to sort of tiptoe across the Cajon Pass. We'll see when I get closer. Well, I managed to get myself low, despite all the clouds. I flew along the ridge north of Big Bear and under a really big fat Q. And I guess it's just starting to cycle into a little bit of a thunderstorm. It's just showed up on my iPad as a big green blob, and I did get a little rain. And I turned north. I'm out by Rabbit Dry Lake now. I was just below 7 when I started thermaling in this weak stuff. Just a little disappointed to be getting low so early in the day, but I've got Apple Valley Airport made Rabbit Dry Lake, of course, right below me. And there's a couple of private strips too. I don't know if they're any good or not. But well, I'm north of Apple Valley, about 5 miles. Climb in, and I had to start the motor. I can't believe I got down to about 5,000 feet. I flew all the way along from east of Big Bear, all the way along the ridge north of Big Bear Airport, and along. And then I didn't get anything all the way along there under all those clouds. And then I went into that really big fat one, which is in the process of overdeveloping. And got nothing there. Headed out across just west of Rabbit Dry Lake, nothing out there. And kept going into the hills north of Rabbit Dry Lake, and basically nothing there. A couple little bumps. And looking back, this is what I came across. This here, what's in front of the nose right now, and under all those clouds, I got no lift. And anyway, that big fat one is raining pretty good now. So I relit, did my usual. That's along for a couple miles farther to get me out into the lift. I'm really shocked that I went so far under so many clouds without getting anything worth using. Anyway, this one's okay. Now I got to figure out what I want to try to do next.
To the west and down for landing. Play Bob.
That's raining pretty good out over there by Rabbit Dry Lake. I guess it's west at Rabbit. So we'll work our way out this little cloud street to the west and see what happens. Nice view of El Mirage out there. I'm north of Victorville. Victorville Airport and Helendale. Just about over the Mojave River, working another weak one. So far, I'm just not finding anything really exciting in terms of lift out here. Getting a nice view of El Mirage. And looks like some pretty good cues out, 10 miles ahead of me, so we'll see. I'm at Crystalaire. I had to restart yet again. I went all the way across the desert, big sink everywhere, and the only lift I was finding was like 2 knots or so or less to like 7,500 feet. And that's what it looks like out there, just queues everywhere. You'd think there'd be boom and lift all over, but you know, maybe I'm just screwing up big time. I don't know, but so I'm really having a hard time today. I have one here, but I'm still only at 7, so I'm just going to keep the motor on. The hell with it. Really odd. It just looks like it ought to be such a good day. And who knows, maybe somebody else is smoking along at 13,000 feet, you know, from cloud base to cloud base, but I'm sure not that guy. South of Crystalaire, and I just motored right into the sort of high ground to the south of Crystal, and I saw another glider circling here, so I came in under them. I don't know where they've gone now. Anyway, it's a good one, the only good one I've had for hours, it seems. I think I'm just gonna attempt to go out of Cloud Street to the west here. I don't know, every time I've done that I've just gotten drilled and ended up at 6,000 feet with the motor started, but who knows? Trying to not sound too jaded. Hey, I'm flying along westward along the clouds. I'm just kind of northeast, about 4 miles northeast of Agua Dulce. Looks like I might be able to jump across to Tehachapi if I have any luck. I don't know. I'm all snake bit now because every time I try to go out over the desert I plummet. But who knows? Well, I'm heading kind of northwest from the Agua Dulce area toward Tehachapi. I'm going to just bump this one cloud here, and then I'm going to jog to the north more because it's... Okay, well, I'm going to go due north to this next area of kind of fat-looking clouds. Whoa! Wow, man. Big transport's going under me right now. 2 of them, 3 of them. Bet you those guys don't see me. Wow. Rad. Man. They're just like bombing along at about 10,000 feet. They want about 1,000 under me, 500 or 1,000. I'm just south of the Tehachapi Pass, I don't know, 10 miles or something. About 11 or 12 miles south of the glider port at Tehachapi, and managed to get across the sort of western Mojave here without slammed too bad, and now I'm climbing, so it looks like I should be able to make it at least as far as Tehachapi Airport, and then I'll probably turn around because it's almost 3. And I'll see how far back I can get. Oh, there's the Tehachapi Valley. I feel a little better about this flight. I'm having a lot more fun now. Once I got up into Crystalaire, You know, like the trouble all started at Big Bear with that OD. Pushed me out into the desert, and I really wanted to go west, or end up going north. Oh well, so it goes. So I've got the Tehachapi, Fantasy Haven, whatever it's called, Skylark North. I got that made in the shade, and also Tehachapi Mini. A bunch of airports, Mojave, Cal City, Rosamond, those are all within glide. So I think I'm going to try and just go get right over the glider port, which is just coming into view down there, and I'll turn around. Well, I'm in the Tehachapi Valley. I'm at 12,000, and I am about 1.5 miles south and a little west of Tehachapi, the glider port. I'm gonna go turn it just to say I could or did or whatever. Okay, this thing says I'm right over Skylark. Won't be able to see it. I can see the Muni down there. Skylark's just below us. And we're going to head right back for the clouds where the lift was. Cool. Tehachapi. Okay, so now the mission is to go south and east, mostly east. Okay, I'm south and west of Rosamond private strip, and had a good climb here. I'm 5.5 knots. Looks like I'll get to 13 anyway. See Rosamond and the racetrack off over here. Trying to get a few raindrops here. I'm, I don't know, 15 miles or something, kind of west of Crystalaire. And looking for a climb. There was a little lift there. I'm 10 west of, 9 west of Crystalaire Airport. Got a nice little climb here. Not real strong, but I was getting low enough that I'll take it. Anyway, I turned the cam back on. As I come around to the west, you'll be able to see the smog line. See the smoggy air? Hazy air there. We're on the clear air side of it, the classic shear line. Yeah, it's pretty pronounced. So if you go over and fly into that hazy air, you're just going to go down. I'm just south and a little east of Crystalaire still. Had a long climb. I'm now up to 13. This is as high as I've been. I'm trying to work out the best way to try and get back. And honestly don't know what to do, but
south.
So there is a little bit of a shear line out there, kind of heading into Big Bear, the Big Bear area. But I'll be damned if I know whether I should try to get to it and follow it along, or cut straight across, or what. Guess I'll just go out to the end of this cloud street and then decide. So it's 4:30, and I got up to about 13 east of Crystal, and I'm heading out for this little shear line, which is kind of out by I don't know the name of it, that big old airport that's out here, Victorville. I'm just west of Victorville, heading for this shear, and I'm hoping to just hop along back on this shear line as far southeast as I can get. I'm working along this little shear line. Just passed over, I can never remember the name of it, Victorville, and Apple Valley's about 5 or 6 miles east of me, just right down over here. And I'm only at 8,000, but I'm moving forward. I'm crossed the Mojave River now, and I'm just in an attempt to keep working along under these kind of chunky little clouds and see if I can eventually score a good climb somewhere. Getting kind of late.
November, yeah.
It's 5 minutes until 5, so it's, I need to get up and get a good climb over Big Bear, and I could get home, but I don't know if that's going to happen or not. Okay, well, I got back up to 10.2. I'm heading into the mountains. I'm looking for a real solid climb. I'm getting a lot of this, which is good. I'm just flying along, going up at 2 to 3 knots. What I want to do, if I can, is keep doing that, obviously, and ideally bonk into something really strong that can take me up to, well, really high, 13, 14, 15,000, that'd be great. Well, picking up a little rain, which I don't want. I can see the end of lake at Big Bear. What do you know? So this is where I really need a good climb, and doubt if I'm going to get it, but I might. Well, this is kind of exciting. Kind of scooting along here right at ridge level at 7,500 feet. Still hoping to snag something to get out, but boy, it's looking less and less likely. Nasty looking mine right below me, about 50 feet. Well, I'm going to have to start the motor here pretty soon. In fact, I think I'm going to do it now. So go. So we'll just cruise along, letting it warm up, pretty much just doing what we were doing. Scenic back here.